I'm Jason, a 40-year-old dad in a small Ohio town. This happened 2 years ago when my daughter, Emily, was 6. She got obsessed with a secondhand doll at a local charity shop. A rag doll with red yarn hair and a floral dress, its plastic eyes a bit cloudy. She begged, "Daddy, I only want this one. I'll take care of her." I said, "Emily, let me get you a new doll. This one looks like it's been through a war zone." But she stomped her foot. "No, this one's special." I chuckled. "Special? Looks like it's auditioning for a horror flick." But it was just $10 and she was so set on it, so I bought it. I figured, what's the harm in a beat-up doll? Emily dragged that doll, named Rosie, everywhere, bed, backyard, even the dinner table. I never liked it. Those plastic eyes seemed to stare too hard. My wife, Sarah, teased me, "Jason, scared of a doll? Maybe you need a therapist." We laughed, but a few months later, things weren't funny. My construction job tanked. Projects got canceled, clients vanished, and our bank account was bleeding. Over 8 or 9 months, it was one disaster after another. My truck broke down, bills piled up, and our basement flooded, costing a fortune. I told Sarah, "It's like we're jinxed." One day, Emily ran to me crying. Rosie had torn open in the yard. Months of rough play had ripped her fabric belly. When I picked it up, a crumpled paper fell out. I unfolded it. It was covered in weird symbols, jagged lines, upside-down stars, and eye-like shapes, drawn in what looked like red ink or worse. My heart sank. I told Emily, "Sweetie, go to your room. I'll fix this." Sarah saw the paper and gasped. "Jason, what is this?" "Straight out of The Exorcist." Half joking, I said, "Maybe Rosie's a demon's sidekick." But I was rattled. The next day, I took the paper to our local priest, Father Michael. He studied it and went pale. "Jason, this looks like an old curse, the kind some folks use for dark rituals. I'm not saying it's real, but you should get rid of that doll and keep this paper away." I was floored. I told him about our rough 8 months, money troubles, one bad break after another. Father Michael said, "Could be coincidence, but objects like this can carry bad energy. I'll burn the paper and pray, but ditch the doll." That night, I stuffed Rosie into a trash bag and tossed it in a dumpster across town. I told Emily Rosie got lost and bought her a shiny new doll. Weirdly, things started looking up after that. I landed a new contract, and our financial mess eased up. I still don't know if that paper was a real curse or just bad luck, but I'm done with secondhand stuff for good. If you like this creepy tale, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe. Hit the bell for more spooky stories. Oh, and this story? It's based on true events. I'm Kyle in my mid-20s now, but this happened when I was a sophomore in a small Wisconsin college town. My laptop died mid-project, and with my bank account basically crying, I hit up a secondhand goods site. Found an old Dell laptop, dirt cheap. The seller's note said, "Works fine, just a bit dusty." I figured it was my only shot, so I ordered it. A few days later, the laptop showed up in a beat-up box. It was a clunky relic, probably from the early 2000s, with a sticky keyboard that looked like it had survived a coffee spill. But it powered on, which was all I cared about. While poking around, I noticed the CD drive making a weird clunking noise. I popped it open, and there was an unmarked disc inside with personal projects scrawled in black marker. I thought it might be old school assignments or family videos. Who leaves a disc in a laptop these days? Curiosity got me, so I ran it. The disc loaded a folder with a few video files, named sketchy stuff like Test 1, Test 2, and Final. My heart beat a little faster, but I told myself it was probably some student's film project. I opened Test 1. The quality was awful, like it was shot on a cheap webcam. It showed a guy sitting in an empty room, back to the camera, not moving. Just silence for minutes, then a rustling sound, and the video cut out. It fell off, but I shrugged it off as some amateur attempt. Test 2 was worse. Same room, but the camera was on the floor like it had been dropped. Heavy breathing, muffled arguing like two people fighting. A shadow darted across the frame, and the video ended. I didn't touch final. I shut the laptop and called my buddy Josh. Josh, who lived in the next dorm and was obsessed with crime shows, got all excited. "Kyle, what did you find?" "But it's footage from a bank heist." I laughed. "Yeah, right? Robbers totally leave their discs and use laptops. Probably some dumb college project." Josh wasn't joking though. "Bring it over. This sounds shady." I handed him the disc. The next day he called, sounding spooked. "Kyle, these videos are weird. I dug around online. Some people make stuff like this for shady psych experiments or scams. The last owner might have been into something illegal." My stomach dropped. I needed that laptop. My assignments were piling up, but those videos were too creepy. I messaged the seller, got no reply. A few days later, I found another disc with personal project written on it in my backpack. No idea how it got there, but that was it. I packed up the laptop and both discs, took them to the police station, and explained everything. They said they'd look into it, but I never heard back. Without a laptop, I scrambled to borrow one and barely got my projects done. But I couldn't shake the feeling that playing that first disc was a mistake. I'm just glad I got rid of it before things got weirder. If you enjoyed this creepy tale, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss more stories. Oh, and this story? It's based on true events.